Your team fought hard down the stretch, defended and all of that, but how much of it in your mind comes down to experience when you're going up against Eastern Conference champions, a guy like Jimmy Butler? In those last 2 minutes, what would you change?
Well, we never got established defensively from the start of the game, so we knew it would be an energy game. They're a different team, obviously, when Jimmy plays. And so offensively, I liked us, particularly in the first half. But defensively, we got to be a lot better. There were several possessions in which we had pretty good defense, but we didn't finish our defense. And against a team like that, they're going to keep moving, and you got to make sure that you play it throughout the clock, and you got to finish it with the shot challenge and the rebound. And we didn't do that, and that's what you need to do.
Amanda Hajar, Knicks Digital.
Hey, Coach, can you speak a little bit about Taj on and off the court, how he's kind of stepped in here, especially in Nerlens' absence, and what he gives you as a leader and as a veteran on the team?
Just great veteran leadership. The guy's been through a lot. Total winner, team first guy, willing to sacrifice, help in any way he can, whether it's just being vocal in practice, really working hard in practice, being early, staying late, then being ready to play. Whenever he's called upon, he's ready to go. I thought he played really well, and when Nerlens is back, he'll be ready in whatever role we ask him to play, and that's always been the beauty of him. Even early on in his career, you could start him, you could bring him off the bench, whatever the team needed, he would provide. Great teammate, a very coachable, great leader.
Mark Berman, New York Post.
What did you see from R.J. Barrett today? Obviously, you didn't feel comfortable playing him.
Yeah, no, and again, I just felt we got behind early, and then trying to, come back and just searching and trying to find energy. And so that's why we did what we did. But obviously, I'm very pleased with RJ overall. And so we'll take a look at the film, make our corrections, and be ready for the next one.
Ryan Mahoney, AP.
You had the game tied with about 5 minutes left, and then things kind of dried up there for a little while. Is that just a situation where they have a guy in it with Jimmy who can make plays, passing, shooting, whatever, whereas you guys don't quite have that yet?
Well, I mean, and you got to give them credit. And it's not just Jimmy. They have Bam as well, and they have great shooting around him. But you got to make plays down the stretch, and you got to understand the fourth quarter is different. The intensity is different. Decision making is different. The officials will allow more to go on in terms of physicality, and so we have to understand that part of it. And sometimes you have to be willing to give yourself up for the team, whether that be a cut, a screen, setting up the screen. You can't shortcut things, and so they did a good job down the stretch, and we fell short.
Amanda Hajar, Knicks Digital.
Coach, what have you seen from Obi? It seems like over the last few games, with every game, he gains a little bit more confidence offensively and defensively. What have you seen from him on the floor and in practice as well? Yeah,
just, as I mentioned the other day, he's working really hard in practice. He's studying. He's playing hard. I think he's learning. He's going through a learning process right now. But his attitude has been very upbeat, and he'll continue to get better. Just put everything you have into each and every day. I thought he gave us some good minutes today, I should say.
Rebecca Harlow.
And Coach, I was actually going to ask you that same thing. I mean, he gave you some nice minutes in the beginning of that fourth quarter there, had about 7 points or something like that. What is it that he needs to learn, or what do you want to see from him in order for him to play more minutes in late game scenarios?
Well, it's just, overall, it's every phase of the game. So you have to know not only your individual matchup, but the team matchup, what your team responsibilities are, and also the team has to function well when you're on the floor. And so if one guy's not seeing anything, that could cause the whole group to not function well. So it's not just Obi, it's Obi and the group that he's with, and so it's never an individual thing. And then of course when he goes into the game with that group, they have to protect the lead or build the lead. They can't lose leads. And so we can't lose ground. We expect, it's based on performance. When you play well, you play more.